Hello students, it's Mr. Showalter again. What I wanted to show you today is how to set up Microsoft OneNote, specifically the class notebook for your different courses here at Geneva High School. So let's go ahead and head on into that. Now you see when you access Internet Explorer here, you see a very similar page where you have your courses here on the right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around and set up a course notebook, okay, for one of my courses, and this is a class notebook, and this is the same way you're going to do it as a student. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to click on Algebra 1A. We're going to set up this class notebook. That's going to send me to Microsoft Classroom. And when I do that, I need to sign in. So give me a moment, and you're going to probably do this if you haven't signed in yet. This is the first time I've signed in to Microsoft Classroom here at this one. And I want to click Work or School Account. Make sure to get the right set up here. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to sign in now. Here we go. Put the password in. Hit the sign in button. And it's going to bring me to Microsoft Classroom. And you see the assignments that I have assigned to my students. I'm going to click here in Algebra 1A. Now what you're going to do when you set up your class notebook is you're going to come all the way over here. Click on that class notebook link. And then you're going to hit Launch Class Notebook. It's kind of a big thing. Yours looks a little bit different than this for me, than mine, because I'm a teacher, you're a student, but it'll be very, very similar. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to set up, it's going to put everything into OneNote here. And when we do that though, in order to use OneNote and the full version of OneNote, and which we really should because it's much more robust, a lot more features, I'm going to then click this Edit in OneNote button. And what that's going to do is that's going to open up Microsoft OneNote, the desktop version. Now I'll get this login screen. And oftentimes I've found that while logging in here, for some reason it errors out. And if that happens, that's alright. We'll just bounce from that. So let's see what happens here if we get lucky. So I'm going to hit Next. I'm going to hit Work Account, not Microsoft account, but Work Account. That's the same thing you're going to want to do. And then I bounce back to Work or School Account. And I've got to log in again, sign in, fantastic. You'll notice some screens happen there, things flash on the screen, and it's going to say that it's syncing. OneNote is syncing changes. Now oftentimes this errors out. If that happens, we'll show you what to do real fast. You end up, if it gets stuck on a phase and it won't add in the information, we're going to come here and we're just going to hit cancel or X out, and then we'll close down OneNote and then open up again. Let's see if it actually works. Now it seems to be done as the dialog box and that progress bar seems to show that it's all the way to the right. Now it's been here for a little bit. I paused the video to not just sit and wait in dead space, but right now it seems to have worked, but it doesn't seem to show up, which is a little strange. It's a bug in the program. What we're going to do now is actually X out of this, and then we're going to turn around and see if it actually did in fact close up. So, you know what? We got lucky. I didn't have to X out of it, and it all populated here. So now what you'll see is you'll see your algebra. For my students, it'll be Algebra 1A class notebook, and it'll start populating. You'll see some sections up here and some links out here. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to delete these so we see more of this at the right. You'll see a few content libraries here. You'll have one called Collaborative Space, one called Contact Library. You will not have Teacher Only, as I have that as a teacher. But instead of that, you'll have one that has your name. Now those have different permissions, and we'll talk about that in a later video and how to use those and how to utilize those. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to continue the setup in a way that makes it really, really effective in terms of you being able to ink on the screen and add some features. So if we go here to File, and we go all the way down to Options, File, Options, we'll pull up this dialog space, go down here now to Quick Access Toolbar. Now what we're going to do is we're going to set up this quick access toolbar up here on the top right so that it's really easy for you to move from typing on the screen, touching on the screen, to actually inking with the stylus on the screen. So I'm going to just walk you through finding the correct commands. So first we're just going to go to all commands, and now it goes in alphabetical order. We're going to find zoom. we're going to find zoom in, zoom out all the way at the bottom. So zoom in, I'm going to add with that button. Zoom out, I'm going to add with that button. Then we're going to find a quick access button called panning hand. So we're looking for the P's. Panning hand, where are you? There you are. Okay, we're going to add that. We'll show you what those do in a second. Now we're going to look for draw with touch. Draw with touch is what we're looking for. We're going to add that. Then we're going to turn around and we're going to add some of our favorite pens. Favorite pens here. So we're going to look for the F's. There they are. Favorite pens. I'm going to add all of these favorite pens, and that gives me a choice of many different colors and many different inking opportunities, thicknesses of ink, that type of thing. We're going to add the highlighters, because that would be kind of cool to be able to highlight things easily. Favorite highlighters, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all default things. And we're going to find a new thing called ink styles. Ink styles give us even more options for drawing. Ink styles, I'm going to add that. And we're going to go to some eraser options. One of those eraser options I think is fantastic. It's called stroke eraser. Where is it? STR. There it is. We're going to add that. And then we're going to add the eraser option proper to give us even more options with the eraser. Now, I will tell you that you don't have to add all of these pieces. I'm adding all these pieces because I think they're really effective for you, and I'm walking you through that. Okay, eraser with this arrow, not the one up above, because that's just one little piece. This gives us all of the options for the erasers in one. And then we will finish by doing this one called Notebook Sync Status. Notebook Sync Status. Ooh, past the ends. Notebook Sync Status. Where are you? There you are. We're going to add that. And after we do all that, we're going to hit OK. And you'll notice all the way up here we have all these fantastic quick access buttons. And so now what we actually have is we've got our notebooks populated for our class. And you could do that for each class. And we've got our quick access toolbar kind of set up here. So let me just real quick walk you through. If you want to ink on the screen, you could grab a stylus or your hand. We first want to hit this draw with hand. And we can ink on the screen. Since I'm a math teacher, I love drawing math or writing math. You know, and I'm writing a little bit larger there. We'll write a little bit smaller so that it's a little bit more. Things like this. There's a rational function. We can draw ways to ink. Again, quick tutorial here. Panning hand, it allows you to move around the screen. This pen option allows you to choose various pen choices. The eraser button allows you to choose which style of eraser you want to use to erase quickly. And then this button, the sync status, that allows us to check to see and to get the latest version of our notebook, the ones that maybe if we're collaborating with something else to get the information they put in, just to make sure that we get all of it when we want it. Say, hey, it's not there. You come here, you hit sync now, done. More information can